Okay, now I'm going to show you how to light the pellet stove. It has an automatic igniter in it when you start it, but I found that after a year or so that igniter quits working, and you've got your purchase. You can purchase a new one, your choice. You can purchase a new one, or you can just light it manually. There's no harm in lighting it manually, so I'm going to show you how to do it manually, and then I'm going to replace my igniter and show you how to automatically ignite it in a different video. So to start off, I put the firebox back in, I put the sleeves back in, and everything's just finger tight. Nothing needs to be really secured hard. And now I'm going to put the firebox back in place, and I'm going to start. One thing you got to keep in mind is if the lid is open, the auger will not feed the fire. You can have the lid open to refuel the pellets or to work with it a little bit, but you don't want to leave the lid open too long because the fire will go out. So I'm going to go ahead and start the stove, and it's going to start to blow air inside the back. Now, in fact, I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to put some pellets in here, put a handful of pellets in, and start them by hand. That should be good. And so I just use this little 1 pound propane tank. I'm going to pile them up around the air inlet so it'll work better. Oh. And you can take a good look in here. I'm just going to make a good red hot flame right around the intake and give it a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to turn the stove on and it should take off. All right, that's hopefully good enough. And again, if the fire goes out, we just repeat the process. So I'm going to take this out and turn on the fire, or turn on the stove and close the door. And you can already see the fire starting to have wind come up through it, and that's oxygen fueling the fire. And you can see a few pellets already dribbling down from the auger. That's just normal feeding as the fire burns. And let me show over here the operation of a pellet stove. You've got off and on, and if you want to turn it off, all you gotta do is press off and the fire will exhaust and it'll quit burning and go out. And then you have a heat source, heat range, and you can turn it up and down. And I found that in Tennessee, a heat range of 2 or 3, keeping it pretty low works well. It goes up to 9, but that will cook you out of the place. And then you have a blower speed. The blower speed brings the air inside the chamber and blows it out into the room through here. So it's a heat exchanger. It brings the air in the back and blows it out here into the room. And then it brings the air into for the fire, it brings the air into the back and exhausts it out to the outside. So it's a very clean operation. But you can run your blower speed and your heat speed independently. And if you want to get into it, there are some more advanced settings for how to feed the ratios of the fire and the blower speed if you read your manual or go into some details online and learning more about it. So we're just going to watch this and see how it takes off. It should come up to a pretty nice fire. After it feeds the fire for a little bit, when it senses the temperature gets higher, the blower fan will come on and it'll turn on heat into the room, and it'll be nice and warm in here. And I'm just going to try to run the video at least until the blower comes on, and you can see what a nice warm heat you have in the room. And we'll just let the video run so you can see that real time how the fire gets started. And to get your fire going, you might want to put a few more pellets in the firebox than I did. It'll give it a little bit more room to burn. Or you might want to turn up your heat range, which is the auger feed rate, a little bit higher so you get plenty of pellets coming down. It looks like this will probably be okay, and it should give us a good warm fire in a couple of minutes. While we're doing this and watching it come up to speed, I'm going to get another bag of pellets and I'm going to show you how we load the stove. Okay, it sounds like the stove came on while I was out. So now it's blowing hot air out into the room. And these make a lot of heat, so you may want to put an air exchanger to blow it into the rest of your house, because this room will get pretty warm as the thing continues to run, especially if you have the heat turned up. So I'm going to show you how we load it. Again, you don't want to keep the door open too long because the auger won't feed the fire but it'll run for a while, so you can load the pellets. And this is a 40-pound bag of hardwood pellets. And one pellet bag costs about $8, I believe now in 2025. And one bag will run the stove for about a day, most of a day, not quite. But so it's very efficient, very clean way to heat your house, or a lot of your house. And that's it. Thanks for watching.